Hello, my people. I need batteries. I need to trim up the dew. When you get bedhead, you know that's when it's time. I just wanted to share my thoughts as the weekly, I believe, said to do for the weekend, or maybe that was the coming week. I can't really remember. All I know is that I woke up today transmuting some really down below energy. Now, I've been waking up and transmuting the way I start my day for a solid 6 months now. And when I first started, I want to share what it feels like to die within, what dying and allowance, how they are the same thing. And being on this transmutive journey for at least a solid 6 months, I can tell you that for a long time, I was channeling demonic forces. For a long time, I was cut off from the divine stardust funnel. I was suckling at the wrong teat. We all start out that way, open to the divine, and then we get cut off along the way. Somewhere, somehow, some way. It's unlearning all of that and teaching yourself what love is by allowing yourself an ultimate existence. I woke up today transmuting some down below energy, but deeper than I ever had before, and it was a calmer start to my day than ever. Even though I can still feel the momentum, like the tsunami underneath of like panic, of fear, of lack and loss. So, I mean, this potential future employer, Cynthia, at this farm stand suffers a lot of trauma, as do I. You know, did I handle it best? I handled it better than I ever have before. And you know what? I'm going to follow my heart today. I'm going to follow my heart. My sacral's a little confused. My root is a little confused because I have options. I have options. And she said she would email me. She's not going to have the time. But I have an option to head east in like the northern Midwest, and I'm going to stop by the farm stand this morning. I'm recording this before I go to coffee and upload, and then I'm going to talk with her and mention that if she lets me heal her, she will have a better time healing and sending love to her cow and her chickens, her geese, her boys, meaning her husband, her sons, her roosters. And she has one daughter left. And a daughter-in-law. So, I don't want to run away from this shit. I don't want to draw that kind of boundary anymore. I just want people to take an opportunity when they see me, and I'm allowing that in whatever way, shape, or form. And if it's at this farm stand, hallelujah. And if it's in Minnesota, hallelujah. I can get there, especially if I play it smart. Which, you know, that's a good idea to give birth to. I'm giving birth to myself. I'm not giving birth to I'm not giving birth to an outcome. I'm not giving birth to that's releasing attachment. It'd be great with all that beautiful 3D arrangement over there with the trailer and the plants and the animals and the painting that needs to be done, the signs that need to be made. Talk about a direct reflection. The stand that needs a person on a Sunday for the weekend farm stand goers. I know what it is to repel blessing. I know what it is to feel that knotted up tight at the core, where you don't even know what to say yes to anymore. But today, I went up north. I went to Portland. I walked Angel for 23 to 25 miles in the past 2 days. My knee felt it. I'm feeling 30, yo. They would prefer to bicycle. And before I do that, I want to land somewhere first, whether it's at the farm or in Minnesota, and then I want to get a bicycle. Just so I am not spending so much money on, like, traveling in between rest stops on the highway. Well, money goes fast. But I'm not, that's another thing that I am unlearning. Lack and loss of money. We know that it shouldn't exist as the way it does. Like, Ariel's here and she's kind of laughing because, no, truly though, humans are so innovative. Humans mimic creation through societies and structures and representation and detail, finite fabric. We've collected fibers and made fabric? That's cool. Oh, fabricate. Interesting. So I love you. Anytime also, my personal body, as I'm experiencing this ascension, as of late, I'd say the past 3 months, my body feels a chakra growth almost painfully. Deep in my body, there will be like and I'm like, oh my God, did an organ burst? Aneurysm? Clot? What am I feeling? Vibes. It's true. It's true. When I had an entity removed from my right foot, thank you, Matthew, if you still watch these days, he drew my attention to it. It was hard to shake off. And I'm not going to lie, they still feel, I mean, if I sense them, they're in my vicinity, right? But I'm walking away from it. I'm starving that demon. That's why allowance can feel like a death, because it's a change in thought pattern. If you want to make room for something else, you got to say, the whole boat has to turn, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, destruction, Ganesha, Kundalini, venom, all sorts, the opposite end of the spectrum that touches the dark void. Whereas the crown chakra is open to above and beyond. And we're closer to the dark void than up above. We are less layered on this third level of God consciousness. It's not complicated. We make it complicated through our illusion of creation. And it's when we get so stuck in ways of being that are not resonant to our root chakra, and we get used to that, and we convince ourselves that that's our reality you like. Red pill. You chose that reality, and you chose to stick with it when you didn't like it. Marry yourself. In this regard, Om. This one's really good if you need power of pleasure. Felt the need to channel that right now. Grounding, ascending. Okay. Is there anything else I want to pull? Let's pull a message. Since I'm doing this on Saturday, July 20th, and hopefully we'll have it uploaded for Saturday, July 20th, let's just get a message for the day. That's not the Instagram daily poll that leads on Facebook. A little extra weekend spurt message. I was using the messages from your angels, and it's a very powerful one indeed. Talk about love and unity with spirit. All right, Archangel Ariel. So we've got big slice presence, and Ariel is I'm hearing it now. The original Om, like there's something about that frequency about coming out of the dark void. The sound associated with connecting into other realms using wormholes. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open up to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. As I was reading, my brain went into on a train of how when I speak in places such as these, more people hear me. Or at least make reactions to hear. That horse was cool. Oh yeah, I have to upload that video. As a continuation of that story, singing a song for the horses, one talked to me with their voice. 'Twas obvious why they were neighing. And they had to do a loop around, and they neighed again quietly. For me to go like, oh, I hear you, babe. Wait, was that reality? Because that could have been in my brain, and I take a look around. No, that was them. They're making their way out. And then the other one was hung out for a little bit and was treated unkindly. I know what that is. I know what that is. On both ends. I know what that is. And so I sang them a song. And they got on their trailer after I was done. That's one of my major gifts. Impromptu speech. What are your major gifts? Embrace them. This is very archangel energy right behind me right here. Right? Feeling it right here. Hand on my shoulder right here. You are loved. So loved. And like the moon, even if you are not whole, you still shine. Even in your darkest of phases, you reflect back enough. You know? And then there are clouds. Sometimes earthlings need darkness. What can we say? True love. Now, new romance is imminent. Please, please, please do not get hung up on that word. That word is a rope made out of braids, which are made out of fibers. Yeah. Lots of intertwining to make a singular notion of romance. You can be anywhere on that rope, and you can be the size of a bug. It's kind of the scale of things in a human perspective. New romance, love, unity, entanglement. Aren't we just in the divine flow? Either with a newcomer or through reignited passion, my eardrum reverberated. After it's getting this doses refracted light. Look at this, is so cool. Thanks, self, I co-created for a long time. Many of which I might have thought were a mistake. Or through reignited passion in your existing relationship, be open to giving and receiving love. Your existing relationship, again, can have a vast spectrum of meaning. Relationship with self, with spirit, with family, with your house, with your lover, attracting in a lover, your invisible bond, boss, co-worker, friend, everything. Animal. So, be open to which door is open to you. You can knock, and if it's not open, do not take it personally during this retrograde season. Move on. That can be reigniting the flame within your sacral, within your own flow. If that pathway is clogged, you can burn yourself a new one. People have been doing it for a really long time on a physical level. Do it on a metaphysical one. Do it on a literal one in your heart. Burn, baby, burn. Die. Kill to make space in your own self. That's mama love right there. That's the organism creating balance. Okay. Lots of love. Lots of love. Isabella, yes. The timing is now. Hold on, I'm going to take a look at the time. The timing is right. The timing is now. The timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Allowance also means it's that detachment from any negative expectation. It's allowing an infinite realm of possibility by not thinking too much on one thing. Letting your mind drift. Looking at a landscape for hours. Looking at the sky. Thinking, feeling. Being with the birds. Or the bugs. Or the winds. With the sounds. Whatever's carried through the air. The timing is right to start. The timing is right to see, to risk. I mean, look at that. Fairy bear. We don't even know. Is she actually flying? She's floating. Or taking off. Or trust in the air underneath her. Because those wings look pretty relaxed. She looks pretty relaxed. Huh? I suppose the dove is relaxed in flight. Relaxed, a relaxed moon. Were we not talking about that? How you don't have to be in full shine. Everyone has their time. So grow. Grow into allowing this. Allow. Emotionally heal yourself. To put it on like an ointment to a Band-Aid for a pretty bad burn. And keep going. Take care. Rock on. I love you for loving yourself.